Okay, good afternoon everyone. So since maraming nagre-request na i-review ko kayo and we don't have any more time, sige, video ko na lang. Imaginein ko na lang na pandemic ulit. Okay? It's beyond 5 already. But since marami ang nagre-request, kaya sige, eto na. Yan. Okay? So there are things to consider when you are factoring algebraic expression. So the first is to identify how many terms are there. So first, if there are two terms, and then we have three terms if there are three terms, and then if there are four terms. So doon sa mga problems ninyo doon sa recitation bukas ay walang four terms. Okay? It's either two terms or three terms meron tayo. So let's start with three terms. So kapag three terms ang give or two terms ang given rather, ay identify mo kung may GCF muna. So that is the first step. Identify mo muna kung may GCF. Actually, sa lahat naman ng terms, identify mo muna talaga kung may GCF siya. Okay? So that is really the first step. So let us have our first example. Halimbawa, we have say 12x squared minus 9. Ayan. Okay, so do we have a common factor? Yes, of course, we have a common factor. Plus muna ito. Gawin ko muna siyang plus. So we have a common factor. What is the common factor? The GCF is 3, di ba? Kasi ang 12 pwede mong i-divide sa 3. Ang 9 is also divisible by 3. So, ilabas mo yung GCF. So, ilabas mo siya. And then, you divide each term by the GCF. So, 12x squared divided by 3. 12 divided by 3, that is 4. And then, x squared. Okay? And then, plus 9 divided by 3 is, of course, that is also 3. And then, the next thing that you're going to identify is whether this is plus or minus. Okay? Kung ito ay plus, then, it is no longer factorable. Pero kapag ito ay minus, then identify mo ulit, is this a perfect square? If yes, and if this is a perfect square, then yes, then it is still factorable rather. But since this is already plus, ito lang naman ang titignan mo, kapag ito ay plus, then kahit ito ay perfect square, kahit ito ay perfect square, kung ito ay plus, regardless kung sila ay perfect squares, still that is no longer factorable. So that is the final answer. Okay? Let us have another one. For example, we have 4x squared plus 25. Ayan. So do we have a GCF? May number ba na pwedeng i-divide sa dalawang terms natin? Wala, di ba? So we do not have a GCF anymore. Now, since that we do not have any more GCF, hindi na natin maifa-factor out yung GCF natin. Tignan ulit ito kapag ito ay plus. Okay? Even though 4x squared is a perfect square and 25 is also a perfect square, but this is plus. Kapag ito ay plus, then it is already in its simplest form and this is no longer factorable. It is not factorable. Okay? Kapag ito ay plus at two terms siya, regardless if it is a perfect square or not, then it is no longer factorable. Okay, I hope that is clear. And then in case, okay, ito naman, 4x squared minus 25. Ayan. So, since minus ito and we only have two terms, kapag minus ito at ito ay perfect square, ito rin ay perfect square, then automatic ang factors mo ay plus and minus. Tandaan ha, kapag ito lang ay minus, ito ay perfect square, since 4x squared is a perfect square, minus another perfect square, then this is what we call the difference of two squares, or we call this the perfect square binomial, or the difference of two perfect squares. Ayan. And so, extract the root of the first term. So, that is, the square root of 4 is 2. And then, square root of x squared is x. So, 2x and 2x, parehas yan. And then, extract the root of the second term. Square root ng 25 is 5 and 5. As simple and as easy as that. Therefore, the factors of 4x squared minus 25 are 2x plus 5 and 2x minus 5. Okay? Another one. For example, we have x squared minus 9. Ayan. Is x squared a perfect square? Of course, yes. How about 9? Is 9 a perfect square? Yes, because 3 times 3 equals 9. And that is minus. Therefore, our factors will be plus and minus. And then extract the root of the first term. That would be x and x. And then extract the root of the second term. That will be 3 and 3. Okay? As simple and as easy as that. Okay? How about if we have x squared minus 24? Ayan. So, again, that is minus. So, there is a chance that it can be factorable. But since this is a perfect square, yes, x squared is a perfect square. How about 24? Is 24 a perfect square? No, it is not a perfect square. Therefore, it is not factorable. Ibig sabihin, factorable lang siya kung ito ay minus and then ito ay perfect square, ito rin ay perfect square. I hope that is clear. Okay? And then this will be the last example for the two terms. Suppose we have 100x squared minus, say, 81y squared. So, since that is minus, okay, so there is a chance that it is factorable. Now, let us identify, is 100x squared a perfect square? Yes, because 10 times 10 equals 100. And then 81 is also a perfect square because 9 times 9 is equal to 81. Therefore, our factors will be plus and minus. Extract the root of 100, that would be 10. And then extract the root of x squared, that would be x, so 10x. And then plus and minus, extract the root of 81, that would be 9. And the square root of y squared is y. And then 9y. As simple and as easy as that. Okay? I hope that is clear. Now, let us proceed to 3 terms. Okay? 3 terms na tayo. Ayan. So, sa 3 terms naman, ito yung mga things to consider. Okay? For example, ito yung mga things to consider ha. Titignan mo yung 3 terms mo. So, kapag 3 terms, first term, plus, second term, plus, last term. So, 3 terms yan, di ba? Okay. So, kapag ito ay plus and plus, ang factors mo rin ay plus and plus. Okay? And then another one, kapag ang first term, then minus, second term, plus, last term. Kapag ito ay minus and plus, ang factors mo ay minus and minus. Okay? And then third, kapag naman ito ay minus and minus. Nakikita niya, bakit ganyan? Sorry, excited lang. Okay. Kapag, yung pangatlo, kapag first term, minus. Second term, minus. Third term. Okay? Kapag ganyan, ang factors mo will be plus and minus. Nakikita niyo yung pagkakaiba, ha? Ang pagkakaiba, kapag plus and plus, ang factors mo plus and plus din. Pero kapag minus and plus, ang factors mo minus and minus. Kapag naman ito ay minus and minus, then ang factors mo ay plus and minus. And then last, kapag ito ay first term, plus, second term, minus, last term. Ayan, still ang factors mo ay plus and minus. So, kapag ang last terms mo or last operations mo, kung mapapansin ninyo, dito, ang operations mo, last operations mo, ay plus. Ibig sabihin, magkaparehas ang operations ng factors. Pero kapag ang last operation mo ay minus, then magkaiba ang operations ng factors mo. Let us see. Magbigay ako ng examples. For example, we have number 1. Tumatawag ang aking asawa, guys. Pero hindi ko masagot kasi the time na sinagot ko to, wala na. Mawawala na naman itong ating video. Okay? And so, for example, sa trinomial tayo ha, sa 3 terms. So, gagamitin na natin yung pang-general. Kasi yung pang-general, kahit anong type ng trinomial, except if the first degree or first term ay, ang coefficient ay except hindi 1. Pero hindi pa ako nagbigay ng ganun, bahala nanto. Okay? So, 3 terms muna. So, for example, we have x squared plus 7x plus 6. Ayan. So, x squared plus 7x plus 6. So, since plus and plus, okay, ang factors natin will be, plus and plus. Ayan. Tatandaan nyo yan. And then, second, automatic na may x and x dyan. So, ang problema mo na lang, ito at saka yun. So, paano kukunin yan? Paano kukunin yan? Ito lang ang titignan. Okay? Ano ang factors ng 6? Ano yung mga factors ng 6? That would be 3 at saka 2. Diba? And then we have 6 at saka 1. Okay. So, after that, meron pa bang ibang factors ng 6? Okay. Pagplasin. Nawala na tuloy ako, Papa. So, pagplasin. Yung mga factors, kapag wala ng factors, pagplasin. Okay. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Ayan. And then, tignan yung middle term. Ano yung kaparehas? Ayun. Ang kaparehas ay 7. Ayan. Ibig sabihin, ang ilalagay mo dito ay 6 at saka 1. O, ganun lang naman siya kasimple. O, so, ang factors ng x squared plus 7x plus 6 ay x plus 6 times x plus 1. Okay? Next, how about if we have x squared minus, say, 9x plus 18. Ayan. Okay? So, since ito ay minus and plus, kapag minus and plus, kapag plus yan, okay, magkapareho yung kanyang operations dito. Anong operation? Yung operation dito. Sige. Kapag itong last operations ay plus, titignan mo yung operation doon. Yun yung operations ng mga factors mo. So, since ito ay plus, minus yung operations ng factors mo. So, pareho sila. Ganun lang yun kasimple. And then, ano yung factors ng 18? Factors ng 18 ay 2 at saka 9. Ano pa? Of course, 18 at saka 1. Ano pa? 3 at saka 6, di ba? Ayan. And then, you add. Kasi addition yung operation nito. So, you add. Okay, so 2 plus 9 is equal to 11. 18 plus 1 is equal to 19. 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. So, ano yung middle term natin? Coefficient niya, that is 9. So, ito yung ilalagay mo. Nakalimutan na natin naglagay ng x and x. Automatic yon. So, ito ilalagay mo doon. 3 at saka 6. Ma'am, pwede bang pagbalik rin yung 3 at saka 6? Yes! Ayan. So, walang problema doon. Okay? So, x minus 3 at saka x minus 6. Ganun lang siya kasimple. Okay? And then, another example. Suppose we have x squared minus 5x minus, say, 14. Ayan. Okay? So, So, since minus ito, magkaiba sila. Kapag minus ito, magkaiba yung operation. So, plus and minus. Yan. Okay? And then, what are the factors of 14? Ano yung mga factors ng 14? Of course, we have 7 and 2, 14 and 1. Meron pa ba? Wala na, di ba? And then, since ito ay minus, magma-minus ka rin. Yan. Okay? Tandaan mo lahat yon. Since that is minus, so magma-minus ka rin. So, 7 minus 2, that is 5. 14 minus 1, that is 13. And then, ano yung kaparehas niyan? That is 5. So, ito yung ipapalit natin. Ma'am, may x pala tayo agad dyan. Nakakalimutan natin. Okay? Kung yung middle term natin ay negative, dapat yung mas malaki yung negative. Okay? Yun yung idadala natin doon sa minus. So, that is minus 7 and plus 2. Tandaan nyo yun. Kapag ito ay minus, yung mas malaki, dadalhin mo doon sa may minus. Okay? So, the factors of x squared minus 5x minus 14 are x plus 2 and x minus 7. Okay? Another one. If we have here x squared, say plus 8x minus sandalit, nag-iisip ako. 20. Ayan. Sana wala ito bukas sa mga ano, no? Okay. X squared. Close notes na agad pagpasok ko bukas, ha? Kasi meron na tayong ganito. Kaya kung gusto nyo mag-review talaga, ngayong gabi na. So, x squared plus 8x minus 20. So, again, this is minus. So, magkaiba yung operations natin. That would be plus and minus. So, tatandaan nyo ulit, ha? Kapag itong last ay plus, plus, so magkaparehas yung ating operation. Ano yung operation? Titignan nyo ito. So, since plus yun, so plus din. Kapag ito ay plus, so magkaparehas yung operations natin. Anong operation? Minus. Pero kapag ito ay minus, yung last lang naman na sign, ay na operation, magkaiba yung ating operation sa factors natin. I hope that is clear. And so, ano yung factors ng 20? Factors ng 20 ay 10 times 2. Palagi nyo ilalagay dito sa right yung mas malaki para hindi kayo malilito. Okay? And then what else? 5 times 4. Ano pa? Of course, 20 times 1. And then, since that is minus, so magma-minus tayo. Ayan, magma-minus tayo dyan. So, 10 minus 2 is 8. 5 minus 4 is 1. 20 minus 1 is 19. So, ano yung kaparehas ng middle or coefficient ng middle term natin? Nakalimutan na naman natin yung x natin na dalawa. Okay, so ito yung ating mga factors. So, since ito ay positive, saan natin dadalhin yung mas malaki? Okay, doon sa may plus. Ano yung mas malaking number natin? 10. So, dito natin dadalhin ang 10. Doon naman yung 2. Okay? Sana naintindihan nyo na yon. Another set of examples. Sige, para mapurga na kayo sa example. Sana maintindihan nyo na ito, people. Kasi grade 11 na kayo, ha? I-master nyo na ito, mga anak. Para hindi na kayo mahirapan in the future. Okay? Practice, practice, practice. Another one, we have x squared. Say, plus 11x plus 12. Ayan. Okay, x squared plus 11x plus 12. So, again, since ito ay plus, so magkaparehas yung operations natin. Ano yung operations na magkaparehas? Yung operation na plus, kasi plus ito. So, this is plus and plus. Ayan. And then, we have already x and x. Automatic na yang x and x na yan. Okay? And so, ano yung factors ng 12? Oops, parang mali ako. 13 pala ito, class. 13. 13. Ayan. So, ano yung factors ng 12? Okay, ang factors ng 12 ay 6 and 2. Ano pa? Of course, 4 and 3. Of course, 12 and 1. Meron pa? Wala na. So, since that is plus, so, plus, plus, plus. So, 6 plus 2 is 8. 4 plus 3 is 7. 12 plus 1 is 13. So, ano yung kapareha? Yung 12 at saka yung 1. Ayan. And so, automatic na 12 and 1. Question. Bakit? Nasa klase ka ba? Makakapag-question ba sila? Sorry. So, simple and as easy as that. Okay? And then, another one. If we have here x squared minus, maubusan na yata ako ng example ngayon. 11x. Totoo na yan. 11x plus 10. Okay? So, again, since this is plus, so magkaparehas yung ating signs na or operations ng ating factors. So, ano yung operations nila? Yung nandito. So, those will be minus and then automatic may x at saka x. Okay? And then, ano yung factors ng 10? So, again, factors ng 10 ay 5 at saka 2. And of course, 10 at saka 1. And then, since that is plus, so pagplaplasin sila. So, that would be 7 and then 11. Ano yung kaparehan ng middle coefficient ng middle term natin? Yan. And automatic 10 at saka 1. Ayan. Okay? And then, another one, we have x squared. Say minus 4x minus, let's say, 421. Ayan. Okay, so, since this is minus, ano yung operations ng ating mga factors? Magkaiba, di ba? Plus and minus. And then x, automatic, x and x. And then, ano yung mga factors ng 21? Of course, 7 and 3. So, dapat laging nandito yung mas malaki para hindi kayo malilito. Ano pa? Of course, 21 at saka 1. And since that is minus, so ima-minus natin. Hindi tayo magpla-plus. Saka lang tayo magpla-plus kapag ito ay plus. I hope that is clear. So, 7 minus 3 is 4. And then, 21 minus 1 is 20. Ayan. Ano yung kaparehas ng coefficient ng middle term? That would be 4. So, ito yung factors natin. And since this is minus, palagi mong titignan yan. So, sa minus mo, dadalhin yung mas malaki. Ano yung mas malaki mo? 7. So, doon mo siya dadalhin sa may minus. And then, dito mo ilalagay yung 3. Okay? As simple and as easy as that. Last example. Last na to ha. Naubusan na ako ng examples. X squared plus 5x minus 5 24. Sana wala ito doon sa mga lalabas bukas. Bahala na. Okay, close notes tayo bukas. And since this is again minus, basta kapag minus ito, ano ulit? Magkaiba ang operations ng factors natin. And then x at saka x. Ayan. Okay? Ano ang factors ng 24? Of course, we have 24 and 1. We also have 12 and 2. Ano pa? We have 6 and 4, di ba? And then we also have 8 and 3. And then since this is minus, so anong gagawin natin? We have to subtract. Ayan, 24 minus 1 is 23. 12 minus 2 is 10. 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 3 is 5. Ayan. So, ano yung middle term natin? That is 5x. So, ito yung ating mga factors. Saan natin dadalhin yung mas malaking factor? Doon sa plus. Ayan. Kung anong sign nito, doon mo dadalhin yung pinakamalaki or mas malaki. So, that would be 8 at saka 3. As simple and as easy as that. Okay, so sana naintindihan nyo na. Get ready. Ang gagawin nyo ngayon, kunin nyo lahat yung mga problems, no, na sinolve natin, balikan nyo yung mga yung mga problems, and then you solve it on your own, and then i-check ninyo using this video kung tama yung sagot ninyo. Okay? Good night, everyone!